Down a wiggly, waggly lane where the grass tickles your toes and the wildflowers sway in the gentle breeze, there's a magical place where every day is filled with possibility. The sun peeks through the leafy trees, painting golden patches on the ground, and the air's alive with the songs of birds and the soft hum of bees. This is where our story begins. In this cheerful corner of the world lived two very best friends, Pip the squirrel with his bushy tail and boundless energy, and Poppy the field mouse with her gentle heart and curious spirit. They were always together, sharing secrets, dreams, and giggles from sunrise to sunset. Pip was a true chatterbox, always bursting with stories and silly rhymes. He loved to leap from branch to branch, his fluffy tail flicking behind him like a flag. Every day, he invented new games, especially ones that made Poppy laugh until her whiskers wiggled. Poppy, on the other hand, was gentle and quiet, with the softest gray fur and a tail that twitched whenever she was excited. She was thoughtful and brave, always ready to explore new places, and she carried a tiny backpack filled with treasures she found along the way. One bright and cheerful morning, as the dew sparkled on the grass and the birds sang their happiest tunes, Pip scampered down his favorite tree, his eyes shining with excitement. He could hardly wait to see what the day would bring. Pip called out in his happiest voice, "Poppy, the sun is shining! Let's go on an adventure! Who knows what wonders we'll discover today?" Poppy's ears perked up, and her eyes sparkled. "An adventure? That sounds wonderful, Pip. Where shall we go? Maybe we'll find something we've never seen before." Pip grinned and pointed to the winding path that twisted through the meadow. "Let's follow the wiggly path and see what fun we find. Every twist and turn could be a new surprise." Poppy quickly packed a crumb and a juicy red berry into her tiny bag, just in case they got hungry along the way. She always liked to be prepared for anything. Pip, never one to leave behind his lucky charm, balanced a smooth, shiny pebble on his head. He believed it brought him good luck on every adventure. With a song in their hearts, Pip and Poppy set off together, singing, "We're Pip and we're Poppy. We're on our way. Hooray for adventure. Hip hip hooray." Their voices rang out, full of hope and happiness as they marched side by side into the unknown. And so, with the sun shining above, and the path stretching out before them, the story of Pip and Poppy's grand adventure began, full of friendship, laughter, and the promise of magical moments yet to come. Their first stop on this marvelous journey was the Wobbly Woods, a place unlike any other. The air shimmered with magic, and the ground seemed to bounce gently beneath their feet, making every step feel like a tiny adventure. Pip and Poppy gazed around in awe, their eyes wide with wonder at the sights before them. Here, the trees didn't just stand tall, they bent and swayed, their trunks curving in the most peculiar ways. Leaves whispered secrets in every color of the rainbow, rustling softly as if sharing stories only the woods could tell. The sunlight danced through the branches, painting the forest floor with patches of gold, pink, and blue. Pip giggled as he tried to walk straight, but the wobbly ground made his tail jiggle and bounce with every step. "Pip, this wood is so wobbly my tail can't stop jiggling." Even Poppy found herself swaying side to side, laughing at the silly feeling. Suddenly a deep rumbling sound echoed from below, making the pebbles jump and the leaves tremble. Both friends froze, their ears perked up in surprise. "Poppy, what's that noise?" she whispered, her eyes darting around searching for the source. Out from a freshly dug hole popped a cheerful face. Gilbert the gopher. He wore round glasses perched on his nose and had the biggest, friendliest grin Pip and Poppy had ever seen. His fur was a soft brown, and he looked both clever and kind. "Gilbert, good day. I'm Gilbert the gopher, but I can't find a rhyme for my name." He looked a little puzzled, scratching his head. "Poppy, we can help," she said eagerly, always ready for a challenge. Pip thought for a moment, then his eyes lit up. "Pip! Gilbert the gopher, who sat on the sofa?" he exclaimed, pointing to a cozy, leafy sofa nearby. Gilbert's eyes widened in delight. "Gilbert! That's it, thank you! My rhyming can't stop!" he cheered, doing a happy little dance. The woods seemed to join in, with the trees swaying and the leaves clapping along. With a brand new rhyme and a brand new friend, Pip and Poppy felt their hearts grow lighter. They waved goodbye to Gilbert, promising to visit again, and continued their journey, now with even more excitement and joy. Gilbert waved back, his grin stretching from ear to ear, feeling proud to have made new friends and found his rhyme at last. And so, with laughter echoing behind them and the promise of more adventures ahead, Pip and Poppy ventured deeper into the magical, mysterious Wobbly Woods, ready for whatever surprises awaited them next. One sunny morning, Pip and Poppy wandered through a magical forest, their hearts full of curiosity and laughter. As they skipped along a winding path, they suddenly found themselves standing before a sparkling river, its surface shimmering in the golden sunlight. But this was no ordinary river. Something about it felt wonderfully strange and inviting. Instead of water, the river was made entirely of floating, dancing words. Words of every color and size drifted gently along, swirling and twirling as if they were part of a secret song only the river knew. Pip gasped in delight, his eyes wide with wonder. "Pip, look Poppy, it's the river of rhyme. Every word here is part of a poem or a song." The friends watched in amazement as playful words like cat and hat, frog and log and even sun and fun drifted by, each one sparkling as it floated past. Suddenly their joyful exploration was interrupted by a soft, sad croak that echoed across the river. It was a sound so full of longing that Pip and Poppy immediately turned to look for its source. There, perched on a lily pad in the middle of the river, sat Ferdinand Frog. His usually bright green face was droopy and his eyes looked lost. Poppy knelt down beside the riverbank and called out gently, "Poppy, what's wrong, Ferdinand? Why do you look so blue on such a beautiful day?" Ferdinand sighed, his voice trembling. "Ferdinand, I've forgotten my song. It used to start, 'Jump on a log,'" says Ferdinand Frog, "but now the rest of the words have slipped away. Without my song, I don't feel like myself at all." Pip's face lit up with determination. "Pip, don't worry, Ferdinand, we'll help you remember. Let's say it together, 'Jump on a log,'" says Ferdinand Frog. Poppy joined in, her voice cheerful and bright. "Poppy, jump on a log," says Ferdinand Frog. "Oh dear, maybe if we keep repeating it, the rest of your song will come back to you." Together, Pip, Poppy, and even the river's floating words chanted the rhyme, their voices growing louder and more joyful with each repetition. Slowly, Ferdinand's frown faded, replaced by a hopeful smile. Suddenly, Ferdinand's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Ferdinand, I remember. It goes, 'Jump on a log, then leap in the bog to chase a big dog.' That's my song." The river seemed to glow even brighter as Ferdinand sang his song, his voice ringing out clear and strong. Pip and Poppy cheered, and the floating words danced in celebration, swirling around their happy friend. With Ferdinand's song restored, Pip and Poppy waved goodbye to their new friend, feeling proud to have helped. Ferdinand waved back, his heart full of gratitude and joy. As Pip and Poppy continued their journey along the bright, whimsical path, the river of rhyme sparkled behind them, a reminder that with a little help from friends, even forgotten songs can be found again. Their adventure was far from over, and the world ahead was full of rhyme, laughter, and endless possibilities. Across a bridge of books, Pip and Poppy entered a meadow of blue and yellow grass. The flowers giggled and tickled their tummies, making them laugh and roll in the grass. But soon they spotted two sad caterpillars, Flip and Flop. Pip, why so glum? Flip, we want to play but don't know any games. Poppy, let's play a rhyming game. If I say bee, cut your knee. Pip, if I say mouse, run to a flower house. The caterpillars giggled and joined in, their sadness forgotten. Laughter filled the meadow as everyone played. Flip and Flop beamed with joy. Pip and Poppy waved goodbye, hearts light and happy. The adventure pressed on. The path led to a dark cave in a rocky hill. Poppy, should we go in? Pip, let's be brave. Inside, their voices echoed back every word. Pip, hello, echo, hello, hello, hello. They played with echoes until a small, tired bat appeared. Barnaby Bat, please be quiet, I can't sleep with all the echoes. Pip, sometimes quiet is the best thing. Poppy, good night, Barnaby. They tiptoed out, leaving the cave peaceful. The adventure continued, a little wiser. At the hilltop they found a magical singing stone humming softly. On the stone were jumbled words, sun, fun, run, begun. Poppy, we need to put the rhymes in order. Pip, let's say them aloud, repetition might help. Together, sun, fun, run, begun. The words shimmered and danced. Pip, I've got it. Our day of fun has only begun. Let's go for a run in the warm, golden sun. The stone glowed and sang a beautiful song. They listened, proud of their teamwork. The song was about friendship and adventure. Pip and Poppy smiled, knowing they'd solved the puzzle. The sun began to set, painting the sky. It was time to go home. Pip and Poppy followed the path home, waving to all their new friends along the way. The Wobbly Woods, the River of Rhyme, the Tickle-Tummy Meadow, all were filled with happy memories. Pip, what a day, just for you and me. Poppy, my favorite adventure of the week. They snuggled into their homes, tired and content. They remembered the lessons of the day. Rhymes can help you play, and repeating things helps you remember. If you're ever stuck, just try a good rhyme. Learning is fun when you share it with a friend. Pip and Poppy drifted off to sleep, dreaming of new adventures. And so, their story ends. For now.